Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the voice of that panicky phantom known as Yachty. And it's a new year in Elanthia, a new year in Gemstone 4. We're entering 5125 or 2025 in the real world, and this will be the 37th year of Gemstone's existence. For many, Gemstone 4 is more than a game. It's an escape. It's a lifestyle of fashion, fun, and friends in a fantasy world filled with new adventures and mischief. I'm entering my 5th year of the game, and it often feels like there's plenty of real estate and value in it. But I'm still a journeyman here and nowhere near the tenure of many other players, and with many players leaving and returning in the past few years, I've racked my brain trying to indulge in this simple question. What keeps you in Elanthia and Gemstone 4? So far, I've received a few comments, and I anticipated this as this series is relatively new, and I'm sure some of you are testing the waters and getting your feet wet. But I wanted to start with the community because I wanted you guys to share your feelings, words, and insights as we promote this discussion. So we're going to start with the YouTube channel. @Stressman, who I believe is Safsia in game, says the following. At the core of it, nostalgia. However, I know nostalgia doesn't carry the whole load. I've come and gone several times over the years. Beyond the nostalgia, I've made some lifelong friends through Gemstone. The amount of detail that's gone into Gemstone and the World of Elanthia over the decades has been immense and has kept me interested in the goings-on, even if I don't always directly interact with things like quests and storylines. Playing it like a co-op game has made for very rewarding friendships. Hey Stressman, thank you for sharing. I hear a lot of stories about nostalgia being a major catalyst for people playing Gemstone. And I've heard stories of people having lifelong friendships and even getting married and finding love. So I can't help but feel that your point is very valid and it's actually awesome. And I'm glad that you're back, and I'm glad that you're enjoying all the nostalgia and getting to relive, even though it's more modern, even though it's a bit different, and we're in 2025 now. I'm glad that you're getting to relive all these experiences again, and I'm glad that you're having fun with it, bro. Teresa Soulcow says, for me, it's all about the possibilities one can do within Elanthia. I am a very new player. I started August 2024. There's still so much for me to learn about Gemstone, but I'm having a lot of fun along the way, hoping to meet new friends and build my role-playing skills. You'll see your character flourish a bit as you continue to play Teresa Soulcow, so enjoy it. Try not to be so particular or worried about doing things right or wrong. Mistakes are a good thing. If you're going to be wrong and be strong, and just enjoy it. You'll see your character kind of flesh itself out as the experiences with stories and friends and things of that sort kind of mesh together. So again, thank you for sharing. I was pleasantly surprised to get some of the comments from the GMs. GM Vanna says, I've been mulling that over. I like making stuff. I like the grind as a player. I enjoyed mastering LFM and Alchemy. For those of you that don't know, LFM is Lockpick Effin' Mastery, or Lockpick Misery as I like to call it. GM Serafina shares her passion about alts. She says, I like concept of characters and going against the grain for how to play them. My RP defines my mechanical decisions, not the other way around. I go through spurts of who I like playing most at any given time, and that is highly influenced by having people to play with. And GM Tandewe states the following. She says, I suppose what keeps me around is the ability to create. I always say that I'm going to leave when my to-do list is done, but it never seems to get smaller. And Tandewe, I hate to say this, but that list is never going to get smaller, so you're going to probably be here for quite a while. To bring it all in, I think the unique nature of Gemstone 4 is that, unlike most MMOs, there's something for everyone. Some of y'all like to get into fashion and play dress up. Some of you guys are into the mechanics to see the numbers go up. Some of you guys just want to take on the world and invasions. But there's role-playing in a living, breathing world. As you heard with some of the GMs and their ability to create from the other side of the game, I suppose their inner voice or even inner child hopes to share some of the same passions and vibes they once got back in the day. For myself, there's this vibe that I didn't think could happen in Elanthia. Whether it's the power struggles between certain cultures, the desire to just live an ordinary, calm life, or oddities like talking donut wolves or halfling cuisine made from actual halflings, you won't find that even in the most modern games with the freshest of graphics. Even in its rails, a lot of emotion goes into Gemstone, whether good or bad, and the day that the game no longer becomes fun is the day I stop playing. So to those who came back, those who have held steadfast in this crazy world, and those who have gone but left their footprint in our characters and players' hearts, and even those who have passed on, who are gone but not forgotten. I thank you for all the memories you have shared with all of us so far, and the many more to come. Cheers. For next month's question, I'm spotlighting Teresa Sokow's inquiry about roleplay. What makes good, memorable roleplay? Hey, as always, thank you all for sharing as I experiment with this format. I'm focusing on you, and I didn't want to make this about myself, though I have my insights that I want to express and go over as this series continues. But this is your voice, your pulse, and I'm more than eager to just be a custodian and to learn from you and help share these thoughts and feelings with the community. Eventually, these questions will hit harder, but understanding and improvement are gained through communication. With knowledge is power, with power there's change. Guys, stay tuned for, as a Phaedra like to name it, the Ga-cast, for the first episode exploring this topic, Gemstone IV, old school versus new school. If you want to be a guest as a veteran or a newbie who wants to talk about the game now, the game then, and everything in between, please hit me up and we'll set something up. I'm still learning the process, but I hope to get it unlocked eventually. As always, this is the voice of that panicky phantom known as Yachty. Tune in, leave comments, give suggestions, criticisms, etc. to make this experience easier and more enjoyable. Have a good evening wherever you are, and have the most prosperous of New Year's wherever you may be. Be easy, guys.